Good morning, everybody. I'm Dennis Frau with Kaiser University. Welcome to Testimonial Tuesdays. We're just talking, it's our first time at Hudson's Furniture, but it's not Darla's first time here. You bought your bedroom set here?
I did, and a couch, a sofa.
Good. Yeah, no, come check us out here. They have some great deals at Hudson's. We're joining you here for Testimonial Tuesday. They're also hosting the Great Lunch Adventure today at 12:30. So please come join us at 12:30 with Hudson's Furniture. But right now, also the other thing is the Great AV today is being brought to you by Camacho Photo Cinema. So we appreciate Camacho for providing that to us. So we could be with you here virtually online. So again, I'm here with Darla Citron, Core Insurance Benefits. Darla and I go way back. It's funny. I'm going to drive Darla crazy a little bit because I'm going to go off script a little bit here. But she's helped out our students a bunch with. Again, we get college students. A lot of times they're over 25, no longer on mom and dad's insurance, looking for insurance solutions. I know we'll talk about more stuff, but again, a lot of us have kids that they've been on our insurance. So what do we do? What options do you provide the younger people?
Right, that's true. And actually, it's any age. The kids can be on their parents' plan until 26, but many times they aren't for whatever reason. So I can help individuals, families, Medicare beneficiaries, and employer groups. But we look at the Affordable Care Act is typically what we look at for the younger kids, the generation. Yes. Okay.
And then we were talking the other end. I have some coworkers that are getting towards. Hey, we provide insurance at Kaiser, but now I'm getting to 65. So how do I weigh those options between what my company offers and a lot of our chamber members, they have their own business, so they've been trying to get insurance on their own. Now they're getting closer to the age of 65. What kind of advice do you have for those folks, and what resources do you have?
Sure. So 64 is when you really want to start looking at options. Many people do stay on an employer group plan after 64, or after 65, but it's still important to start understanding everything at 64. And with all my plans, all my people, we start having a conversation. That's where everything starts is, hey, Dennis, what's going on? What's your situation? Very low key, but I have to understand where you're coming from so I know where to go.
So we talked about health insurance. What other insurance solutions do you have?
I work with life insurance. I don't do P&C or anything like that. I have people to refer to, but it's the health and life insurance. It's all the ancillary products that you would put on or add into the health insurance: dental, vision, cancer, heart attack, stroke. We have travel insurance as well. But the things, the type of policies that are going to help protect your out-of-pocket costs, because as we all know, or many of you may not know, that health insurance doesn't cover everything. And that's what I do also, is I explain, hey, this is how it works. You are going to have some out-of-pocket costs.
So Darla, I've known you for years. How'd you get into this business?
Yes, well, I really wanted a change in my career. I've been an Orange County school teacher for 24.7 years, not 25, 24.7. Just really came to the point where I wanted to have a career change, and through some various other pathways, ended up here with health insurance. And I'm actually very grateful because I didn't understand health insurance at all. Didn't understand when my mom aged into Medicare and I had to help her. I had insurance with my parents. I had insurance through my company. I even had COBRA, so I've got through the whole gamut. And I've settled on this because I can really help people. So,
and then helping people might get at it, but there's a lot of different insurance providers out there. Why go with you? How is your approach different? Or what do you do with your clients?
That's a great question. So at Core Insurance Benefits, we are brokers. So what that means is we contract with a variety of carriers. In the beginning, I was with one company and people would talk to me and I could only offer a limited number of plans. But now I say, what are you looking for? I listen to what their needs are, their budget, and their lifestyle. So I contract with a variety of carriers to give them options. And it doesn't matter what it is, if it's life insurance, if it's the dental, the vision, health insurance, I can offer options.
So I know not to share someone's personal information, but can you share some success stories or meeting with a client or experience with the clients that overall, like some success stories or examples of that?
Well, yeah, what I get a lot of times are thankfulness, relief. I've had people tell me, oh, you're my angel, which of course that makes me feel very good. I want people to be able to trust me and know that I've got their best interests in mind. It doesn't matter, I may not help them. Honestly, I may not write them a policy, but they've come away with a clearer vision of how things are working and what their needs are. Maybe they need to stay where they are, and that's fine, but maybe sometime they'll come back to me. I want them to feel comfortable with the whole process.
Yeah, no, that sounds like even if you don't personally get business out of them, you're happy to help them and get what's best for them. And maybe now's not the time to work with you. Like you said, maybe down the road. So the first time client sits down with you, tell us about the process. So what are you going to go over with them? How's that go the first time meeting with you?
Right. So like I said before, I ask them, what's your situation? Now, some people, I have to draw it out of them. Other people just go bing, bang, boom, and I just start writing. But I really want to know where they're coming from. What do they understand? What do I need to educate or re-educate people on? Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of times people talk to their neighbor, their friend, whoever, and so they come to me with information that's incorrect. So I ask, I listen, I have to maybe ask more questions, and what if this, what if that, what are you looking for, are you okay with this? So it's a lot of deep dive investigative work.
Mm-hmm. And we talked a little more about Medicare just now, but looking at, again, those complex topics of Medicare, group benefits, supplemental coverage. How do you help clients navigate all that?
Well, I hate to say this again, but it's really getting to know where they're coming from. I have education myself that I have to have. There's all kinds of resources available, so I just have to be very discerning on the questions I ask. Are you staying, if you're going into Medicare, are you staying on your employer group plan? How many employees do they have? Because there's, if they have 20 employees, they have to, the employee has to get Medicare. And they could keep their employer group plan, but they have to get Medicare themselves. Now, if they have more people on their plan, on their employer group plan, then they can decide to defer their Medicare and not take it right now. So it's a lot of questions. And what's happening with their family? If they have dependents, that's going to make a big difference if they stay on their employer group plan or not. If they are under 65, do they get a subsidy on the Affordable Care Act? So the situations can go in any way.
There's a lot of individual decisions. So, and that's the thing is, if we have someone's like, hey, we know they need insurance help, and I've gone through this before with you too. But again, we know you in the chamber. It's like, hey, I want to refer someone to Darla. What's the best way to get in contact with you?
Well, the best way, you can text me at 407-929-0100, or you can go to my website. You can, that's coreinsurancebenefits.com, or you can email me at contactdarla at corebenefits.me. Sorry, I've got so many different avenues of things, but it's .me. Contact Darla at corebenefits.me as far as email goes.
Okay. So a lot of ways to get a hold of you, and then again, with contacting you, and then when the first time they meet with you, it's like, do you meet people in person? Are you able to talk on the phone, or meet virtually? What are how can a client meet with you?
Yes, the quick answer to
Yes.
those, yes. So usually I get information on the phone, or we can talk. Some people want to be face-to-face. I recommend virtually at first or on the phone, but I can go to people's homes or their offices. It all depends on the comfort level and, of course, my safety.
Sure. So what local organizations are Core Benefits Group involved in here in Central Florida?
Well, actually, I have created my own nonprofit. It's called Clothes with Dignity, and we work with the aged out of foster care adults, 18 to 23. Right now, we've connected with the Village, and it's a place where the foster care adults can live and get themselves on track. They can go to school, they can work, and they get all the support services they need. What we like to do at Clothed with Dignity is bring in speakers to educate on what's out there, what's available, where did people come from before they got in the business, because they might have been foster care people as well. And so they have that connection. There's a lot of other options or companies out there. Being one person, it's hard for me to do everything, which I like to do. But I do try to get involved with as many chamber events as possible as well.
So how did you establish that clothed with I can't say clothed with dignity. Say that
hard.
5 times fast. so how did you go about creating that? So what inspired you, and tell us about that process.
Well, let me see. I have it in my head, but I can't remember the name of the other company.
Okay.
But they're part of this chamber, and they started talking to me about adoption. And I can't adopt right now because I've got enough to take care of myself and got my own kids out.
Yeah.
But I opened my closet door and I said, hey, I've got a lot of clothes. I think what it was is I heard how kids get picked up from their homes and they just have to leave to get into a safer environment. They don't have backpacks, they have nothing to take with them. And so again, that led me to going, oh, I've got so much here, clothes in my closet I can put on anytime. It just kind of started evolving, and I came up with Clothed with Dignity. So it's not just about clothes, but if you're going from home to home, you have to go and, hey, I don't have the things that everybody else has. And that dignity, to give back dignity to people who are going through, the kids who are going through a hard time and don't have the resources to feel kind of normal. Mm-hmm. So that's a long explanation.
Yeah. And then there's a good explanation. And then if how can the chamber members help you with that? So you said you were looking for business representatives. What's the easiest way we could help you with Clothed with Dignity?
Yes, well, you can contact me at my regular number for now. I'm still working on getting my website up and legit, but I am a 501c3. And so yeah, contact me on my 407-929-0100. We're always looking for speakers. We're looking for people who to just, hey, make a birthday cake, send a birthday cake over. These adults haven't had birthday cakes made for them. Simple things, sponsoring a room at the Village so they come in and they take these items with them. If it's a bed, if it's clothing, if it's anything to do with furniture, donations.
We just happen to be in Hudson's right now. So. Speaking of furniture.
Yeah, so that's what they do at the Village is they set up rooms, they have anything furniture-wise in the Village that the students, the youth can take with them when they do leave. But that's how you can get in touch with Clothed with Dignity.
Okay. And then we talked about all your contact information. Where do we find you online? And Clothed with Dignity, you're working on the website for that. but your business website, social media, any upcoming events you'd like to share?
Well, not particularly any kind of events, except it's going to be, annual enrollment period for Medicare and the open enrollment period for the under 65. And I do work all year long, so it's not like I just work this short period of time. Anybody has questions all year long. People are aging into Medicare. They have job changes. They've moved, changed, zip codes. I can help them.
Okay. So what's a fun fact about you and or your work that people might not expect or think of with insurance?
Okay, you had to ask me that question. It actually can be fun, I think. I love what I do, so it's not work to me. It is a business because I want to make sure people do understand what they are getting, but it can be fun. I don't know, it's not really a fun fact, but I've been through everything. So like I said, I've been through having my parents' insurance, employer group, COBRA, moving. So I understand where people are coming from of not knowing what's going on.
Well, you're in the right field if you think that insurance is fun, but I don't know how many little darlings are out there going, when I grow up, I want to go into insurance. So
we don't do that. It's always by chance that we come across that. But
so what do you find most enjoyable about it? So what is fun about it?
Meeting people like you.
Okay. Good. And so along those lines, and that's what I wanted to ask you too. It's like, again, I've seen you for years in the chamber. So how did you get initially involved in the chamber? And I know where I see you, but where can our other members see you at the chamber events? So let's talk. So how did you find the East Orlando Chamber?
I guess looking around, I've been through my travels, been in a lot of different chambers, and like anything, there's different personalities. I decided to check out the East Orlando Chamber years ago, and Dorothy was with us, and she was so smiling and inviting, and then I got to meet Andrew and a variety of different people, such as yourself. I just felt very comfortable here. We're all in the chamber to grow our businesses, help others, but it's not such a stiff place. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy the fact that we're all different and embrace our differences. I'm really involved with the coffee clubs, mm-hmm. So you see me there. Yep. I'm doing the latte leads, and I like to see all the new businesses coming in. You don't have to be afraid to come to a chamber event. We're very, like I said, open and welcoming to everyone, and we've all had to start someplace, so we understand the fears and the nerves and the jitters of who's this, who's that, how do I talk to this person, are they going to bite my head off, are there not big scary monsters out here? So come on down. Hopefully you'll check us out. They have a lot of different events, the Great Lunch Adventures. Mm-hmm. Dennis at Kaiser University has a lot of opportunities to come down and see the students and impart knowledge to them about their businesses and help them grow as well. I love the different events you have at Kaiser.
Great, thank you. So plugging Kaiser. So a lot of our chamber members came out. We did a first aid fair with the Girl mm-hmm. Scouts at the Kaiser, so that was great, and I think you've participated in that before too, that every level of the Girl Scouts could get their first aid badges. And we also did a school supply collection there too, but we appreciate the chamber support, and that's the thing, is like you said, it's like we're all there to support each other. So mm-hmm. when I looked around the room and Amy Roble came out from the chamber, and it's like, oh, there's a lot. It's like, I thought of a couple members, but then as we walk in the room, it's like, oh, there's another member, and then there's another member. So again, we appreciate the chamber's support with our events. We will have a ribbon coming around the corner, just so you know.
Okay.
Keep it on your radar. We're pleased to add esports to Kaiser.
Oh, nice.
So video games, and people are asking us, like, is it an academic program, or but it's like an extracurricular activity. It's like a sports team, but video games. So,
Right.
but come check it out. The chamber is supporting us with that, and that's what's great. We appreciate the chamber's support with that. And then I've told you about the Scare Fair before, so that's October 29th. So enough about me.
Well, and the thing about the chamber too, there's so much going on that all you have to do is look on the website at the calendar events and say, hey, this is what I feel like I'm interested in. Put it down on your calendar, at least one a month, then and come out and check it out. You meet so many really cool people that you would never meet otherwise.
And that's what, again, we were talking about Kaiser events, but Kaiser just hosted the Business Expo orientation. So if you haven't, so quick plug, Business Expo, if you're not registered yet, if you are a gold member or higher, it's included with your membership, so it doesn't cost you anything to attend. August 21st at the DoubleTree down by the airport, great event. And we hosted the orientation. That's kind of neat too, because it's like all the vendors kind of get to network with each other. And we'll see each other at the expo as we're busy setting up our tables. All the vendors could kind of network with each other. I tell everyone, if you haven't had a table before at the expo, get a table. Again, it's included with a gold membership or higher. If you are a silver member, get with the chamber staff. They'll work with you, upgrade your membership to a gold level. It just makes sense. But again, it's their showcase event. And I get the idea. It's like, let me check it out first. I haven't been to a Business Expo before. So you've been to the Business Expo before.
I have.
Correct?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it this year. I've got another conflict. But I've been there, I think, the last 3 or 4 years, and it's absolutely amazing. The number of people that are available and that are resources out there.
Yeah, and those, and again, checking out for our first time. Everyone I know that says, "Oh yeah, I'll check it out. I'm not going to get a vendor space this year." I see them at the expo. Go, next year I'm going to have a vendor space. So just skip that year of coming to check it out. Just get that vendor space. It's worth it. My measure of a good event, and we were talking about the events that Kaiser hosts, it is a challenge to get an event that goes from start to finish, particularly 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. But you'll set up your vendor space, it'll start at 5 o'clock, and before you know it's 8 o'clock, it's done. But people are still walking around at the end, and the chamber staff is trying to get out of there. But we have the after party, so we're still doing that at Marlowe's Tavern. So it's like, as you're hanging around the Business Expo, if you're one of those lingerers, after 8 o'clock, head over to Marlowe's Tavern, right across the street, and that's where we'll be parking anyway, for the most part. But even if you have a vendor space like me, you park, again, you're just driving across the street to Marlowe's Tavern. It's a fun, relaxing time after a busy day. But those of you who have not been to the Business Expo before, don't think it's just going to be networking and schmoozing, which you obviously have that. But there's plenty to eat and drink there. But we also want to support Marlowe's Tavern, and they will have things to eat and drink at the Business Expo as well. So
I think they get the point that East Orlando Chamber members like to eat and drink.
So on that note, later today, great lunch adventure, 12:30, Hudson's Furniture. So thank you to Hudson's for hosting us for Testimonial Tuesday and Great Lunch Adventure. I find, and that's what we were talking about, we're fans of the Coffee Club. Nice thing about Coffee Club is like you go before your day, so it's like at the start of your day. I don't know about you, but it's like I try not to call people before 9 o'clock. So it's like Coffee Club's 8:30 to 9:30. I'm Coffee Club Downtown. One, I'm a little biased, but two, as we're planning it, it's like we work hard to get you out by 9:30, but usually it's like 9:30, 9:35. We're getting you out of there, and then you can get on with your day. And then if you need to duck out right at 9:30, you can. And again, you're not making calls before 9 o'clock anyway, so maybe 9:30, 9:45, then you can start making your calls. What do you think?
I think it's great. I love it. I think, as you know, and you can make connections and sit and hang out for a little while. I've sat with people for like an hour that I've met there and said, hey, let's talk and get to know each other. I love it.
And then you're great with the latte lead. So why did you choose the latte lead when we talk about the sponsorship opportunities that we have TRC coming around? We talk about, so why did you pick latte lead, and then do you take advantage of any other sponsorship opportunities?
I like to be seen. if you give me a microphone, hey, I'm there. So I get to introduce myself for a few seconds, but then I can go around and meet everyone else while they introduce themselves and their businesses. And then the other thing I'm doing, starting this month at the third coffee club at Mission Barbecue on the third Thursday, because we've got the first Thursday at Bonefish, we've got the second at, now what hospital is it downtown?
So it's Orlando Health Jew Orthopedic.
Okay, and then we've got the third one at Mission Barbecue. So I'm going to have a featured member table, and I get to set up some things about my business and talk a little bit more and just engage with everybody and say, hey, here I am. I think that is such a worthwhile opportunity. It doesn't cost much no matter what you're doing. It's a sponsorship place. It's for everyone. So come take a look at it. Call the office or look online and check it out and see what you can sponsor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So speaking of sponsors, that's why again I want to thank Camacho for again providing the great audio video for this Testimonial Tuesday today. Also, our sponsor, it's probably, there you go, Allegiant Management Group. It's our friend Alex Wadoff and his team there at Allegiant Management Group. So again, they do a great job over there with any of your property management needs. I know he's very involved in the real estate area. He's kind of my go-to person for real estate questions, but then particularly with property management, I know that's a challenge. And and the thing is, and I think that's the thing with the East Orlando Chamber. Alex is someone I could trust. I could trust Darla. It's like and again, going out there and going out to different chambers and business groups. It's nice to have businesses you could trust through the East Orlando Chamber. But again, thank you for those sponsorships. Before I forget to mention the other events, we talked about the Big One Business Expo, August 21st at Doubletree. That's 5 to 8. We also have the Real Estate and Trades Network. So that's our next level Real Estate and Trades Network. That's our new event, August 6th at Rocca Brews in Lee Vista. I've heard that's really taken off. Have you been to any of those yet?
I have, and it's a great time to connect, yes.
Yeah. I've not been out there yet. I've heard only great things about it. And that's the thing is that, again, real estate and real estate related industries, but again, with you, it's like you said, change in life. It's like, when are you moving? When you're changing jobs, you're getting older, you have kids going off to college. So it's like, it makes sense for all of our services. August 13th, we have our quarterly luncheons at City Hall. So check that out. We have David Barilla. He is he's talking about the downtown project and how your business fits into Orlando's future. So that's August 13th from 11:30 to 1:15 at City Hall. So again, a lot of great events coming up with the East Orlando Chamber. So we'll be at the coffee clubs again.
Yes.
Darla summarized those well. Week 1 at Bonefish. Second Thursday of the month is at Orlando Health Jew Orthopedic. And the third, and that's our newest locations at Mission Barbecue.
Lee Vista.
Yeah. So they've done a great job with hosting. We miss your pie, but Mission really stepped in there, and they've done a great job. So I think I went to my first one there last month. So it was very nice and good. And then it was July, 4th of July, we were recognizing our veterans. I think that's important to all of us. We have Bob Felucia. You're one of our veterans too, right? Yeah. Thank you for. He's behind the camera, so we have some people behind the camera there. So looking around my team, is there anything? So is there anything I missed with you? Anything else we need to know about Core Insurance Benefits Group or Clothed with Dignity? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. We did pretty good. I could talk all day, but I know that I'm not allowed to. We've got other things to do. But thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you for coming and talking with us today. Go ahead.
Oh, and let me just say, the coffee clubs are free. Come on down. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. With your membership with the East Orlando Chamber, but if you talk with
okay.
Darla and me, we'll get you in
as a guest. You can be our guest.
So, but again, a lot of great activities with the East Orlando Chamber. So come see us at the at the coffee clubs. So now, this is the first week. So we're at Bonefish
Yeah,
just